Have you ever stopped to think about how some mysteries remain unsolved, even with advances in technology and new evidence emerging over the years? Imagine for a moment that you are involved in one of these enigmas, trying to piece together every part of the puzzle. Today, let's dive into the chilling case of a young girl, JonBenét, whose tragic fate continues to provoke debates and theories. Who really took Lila's life? This case has all the elements of a crime thriller, a seemingly perfect family, a mysterious ransom note, and a shocking discovery that changed everything. How would you feel if you found out that the answer to one of the most publicized crimes might be closer than we imagine? This is exactly what the new evidence suggests. What if I told you that you might have heard a version of the story, but not the whole truth? Sometimes, what is presented to us as fact might not be the entire truth. It can be challenging to accept that our beliefs about right and wrong, innocent and guilty, can be challenged. But it's essential to ask these difficult questions, don't you think? Get ready, because from now on, every clue counts, and every detail could be the missing piece in this complex puzzle. Many people believe that the truth always comes out sooner or later. However, the case of JonBenét shows that sometimes mysteries can remain unsolved for years, challenging this common belief. The disappearance and death of young Lila, a talented beauty pageant participant, is a classic example of how truths can be hidden and facts can be distorted. On the morning after Christmas in 1996, the Bennett family faced the unthinkable. Lila, just a 6-year-old child, was found dead in her own home, a place that should have been safe and full of love. The discovery was even more tragic because it happened in a place where moments earlier, the family had been celebrating Christmas joy. Imagine the shock of going to sleep in one world and waking up in another, completely turned upside down. What began as a disappearance quickly turned into a homicide case with macabre details. The Bennett family found a ransom note demanding a specific amount of money, which, coincidentally or not, matched exactly the Christmas bonus Lila's father had received that year. This detail led the police to consider whether the crime could have been an inside job, planned by someone who knew the family's finances intimately. Lila's body was found in the basement, a place that had already been searched by the police without finding anything earlier. The plot thickened when it was discovered that Lila was killed by strangulation with an improvised garrote, a technique that requires specific knowledge, perhaps from someone familiar with knots. This added a layer of mystery. Who inside or outside the house had such skill? Additionally, forensic analysis revealed that Lila had consumed pineapple a few hours before her death, a fact her parents denied knowing. This raised more questions. Who gave Lila the pineapple? And why was this never mentioned by her parents? These small details might seem minor, but in cases like this, every small element can be a crucial clue.
Over the years associated in the cases are various twists, including confessions and suspicions about several individuals from family friends, people who have obscure fixations on Lila. Each new suspect brought new theory, the case remained unsolved.
The JonBenét Ramsey case is one of the most intriguing and publicized unsolved mysteries in the United States. JonBenét, a 6-year-old girl who participated in child beauty pageants, was found dead in her home in Boulder, Colorado on December 26, 1996. The way little JonBenét was found and the circumstances surrounding her murder added layers of mystery and speculation that persist to this day. On the morning after Christmas in 1996, Patsy Ramsey, JonBenét's mother, found a ransom note demanding $118,000 for her daughter's safety. The note was peculiar, not only for the specific amount, which coincidentally matched the annual bonus of John Ramsey, JonBenét's father, but also for its theatrical tone and length, which is uncommon in real kidnappings. Patsy immediately called the police, and the Ramsey house quickly filled with officers and family friends. Hours later, with no progress in the instructions from the ransom note, John Ramsey and a friend searched the house. It was John who found JonBenét's body in the basement. She was covered with a white blanket with a cord around her neck, duct tape over her mouth, and her death was caused by strangulation and a blow to the head. The initial investigation was widely criticized due to contamination of the crime scene and lack of security and rigor by the Boulder police. Quickly, the Ramsey family became the focus of suspicion. The hypothesis that the crime was an inside job committed by someone inside the house gained traction due to several factors, including the family's behavior and the ransom note itself, which was written with paper and a pen found inside the house. However, others insisted that an intruder was responsible for the crime. Evidence such as an unsecured entry point in the house and unknown DNA found on JonBenét's clothing supported this theory. Over the years, several other people were considered suspects, including a professor who confessed to the crime, but whose DNA did not match what was found at the scene. The case was never officially resolved. It inspired numerous books, documentaries, and speculation in internet forums, each presenting different theories and suspects. In 2008, the Ramsey family was officially exonerated based on new DNA analyses, which confirmed the presence of genetic material from an unknown person at the crime scene. The death of JonBenét Ramsey continues to be one of the most notorious and fascinating murder cases in recent history, exemplifying both the failures in the criminal justice system and the public's obsession with complex and emotionally charged criminal cases. The search for truth in the JonBenét case continues, with the hope that new technologies and evidence will eventually reveal what really happened on that tragic Christmas night. This case teaches us how the truth can be multifaceted and how the search for answers can sometimes lead us to more questions. In trying to unravel the mystery of Lila Bennett, we are reminded that reality can be as intriguing as any fiction. The journey to discover what really happened on that fateful Christmas night continues, and every clue we uncover takes us deeper into this labyrinth of secrets and lies. As the investigation progressed, public pressure and scrutiny on the Bennett family only increased. Intense media coverage not only attracted a global audience, but also complicated the work of the investigators. Every movement of the family was analyzed, every statement dissected, looking for any sign of guilt or innocence. The complexity of the collected evidence was another challenge. For example, the DNA found on Lila's body did not match any of the family members or anyone in the national DNA database. This led to the development of theories about an intruder, reinforced by physical evidence such as a broken window in the basement and an unknown boot print next to Lila's body. However, even with these clues, there were no witnesses or concrete evidence linking a specific suspect to the crime. Years passed, and with them, several attempts to reopen and resolve the case. New DNA analysis techniques promised hope, but still, definitive answers escaped. The community, followers of the case, and especially the family, continued to live in limbo with the weight of uncertainty. Lila Bennett's case became a study of the persistence of doubt and the difficulty of achieving justice. Despite numerous twists, dubious confessions, and occasional suspects, the truth about who took young Lila's life remained elusive. For those who follow the case, it serves as a painful reminder that, in some mysteries, the answers we seek may never be found, or when found, may not bring the relief or clarity we expected. Thus, the mystery of Lila Bennett remains not only a personal tragedy for her family, but also a persistent enigma in the public's mind. It challenges us to question how far we can really know the truth and what we are willing to face to obtain it. The search for justice continues, driven by the hope that one day some new detail will illuminate this dark case and bring some peace to the hearts still mourning Lila. As time passes, technology and forensic techniques advance, providing new opportunities to revisit cases like Lila Bennett's. Investigators persist, re-examining old evidence with new methods, always hoping that a small fiber, a forgotten fingerprint, or a new DNA test might finally solve the mystery. The community also plays a crucial role. People who have followed the case from the beginning refuse to let Lila Bennett's name be forgotten. They organize vigils, share the case on social media, and pressure authorities to keep the investigation active. This collective effort not only keeps Lila's memory alive, but also maintains pressure on those responsible for solving the case. At the heart of this mystery are lessons about human nature, justice, and resilience. For everyone who follows the case, it becomes a symbol of persistence against adversity and the relentless search for truth. It teaches us the importance of never giving up, of continuing to ask and seek, even when the answers seem impossible to find. Lila Bennett's story, with its layers of sadness, mystery, and hope, continues to teach us. It shows us that behind every case file are human faces, affected lives, and stories that deserve to be told and remembered. And as we move forward, keeping our eyes open for any new clues, we remain united in the hope that one day, justice for Lila Bennett will finally be achieved. This persistent effort reflects not only the desire to solve a case, but also a deeper commitment to justice and truth, foundations that sustain trust in our society and legal system. Meanwhile, Lila's case remains a reminder that, in some mysteries, the answers we seek may always be just one new piece of evidence away. This commitment to the truth drives us to look more closely at all the details, recognizing that every small element could be the key to solving the case. With each new development, we renew our hope that the truth will not only emerge, but also bring a sense of closure for everyone involved. Meanwhile, Lila Bennett's legacy lives on not only in the memory of those who knew her, but also in the collective consciousness of a community that seeks answers. Lila's story serves as a continuous reminder of life's fragility and the importance of community vigilance. It teaches us the importance of taking care of each other and keeping our loved ones safe. In this quest for answers, we also learn about human resilience, the ability to face adversity and continue to seek justice, even when the odds seem against us. The persistence of Lila's family, investigators, and the community shows a shared strength in the human spirit, a determination to fight for what is right and just. As we continue to follow Lila Bennett's case, we hold on to the hope that justice will one day prevail. Each step taken in the investigation is not just a move towards the truth, but also a step towards restoring faith in justice and order, reaffirming our collective commitment to never forgetting and never stopping in our search for answers. Reflecting on this case, we are all reminded of the value of persistence, the importance of truth, and the need for justice. May Lila Bennett's story inspire each of us to value life, seek the truth, and fight for justice, not just for her, but for all those still waiting for answers in their own unresolved mysteries. Together, we continue on this journey, hoping that each new day brings the possibility of resolution and peace. This case is not just a mystery to be solved, but a constant reminder of the importance of justice and truth. Now, I want to hear your opinion. If you've watched this far, comment "I seek the truth" so I know you watched the entire video. Your participation is very important to me. 0